Hey everybody, how you doing today? This is James Murphy coming at you not from my home office or my back porch, but from Ocean Isle, North Carolina. Yes, I'm at the beach. As many of my clients and you folks know, I am here doing a weekly kind of rest, relaxation, 2022 goal setting time here. Now you might say, well, James, that's way too early. Oh my gosh, it's only September 2021. I'm like, I know, but guess what? If you want to have a great life, you got to take some time to map it, plan it out. It's like a good pot of chili, right? You can't just throw all the ingredients together, cook it real quick, and it's done. It's better when it simmers and it bubbles, right? And you keep it, and then it's warmed up the next day, and then, oh, that's when that chili is really the best. Well, our goals in our life are the same way, right? Some people sit down and they're like, okay, I'm just going to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And then they wonder why after the first of the year, they don't have any staying power. It's because you know what? You can't base a goal. You can't base your life on an emotional impulse, right? It has to be something, we want it to be something that's emotionally compelling, that you can reconnect with over and over and over again, because somehow, some way it juices you a little bit, like it gets you like excited, and you can tap into that regularly because it's a truth. It's something that you really want. And so you don't just go get married just because all of a sudden you see a girl, right? You don't say, hey, would you marry me? No, you got to go out on a date, and then the dates progress, and then you build some intimacy, right? And then you propose, and then guess what? Then you get married, and then the work begins, right? But think about all that dating that happens. Guess what? I'm dating my life this week. So you want to do that so that when you say I do, when you commit, it is forever. Right? I mean, you have that single-minded purpose and that focus of, hey, this is it. So I'm gonna let you watch my little time lapse here super quick, and then I'll be back with a few pointers about what I did. But I want to talk to you specifically about three things and why I'm doing it this way. The first one of 3 points is this, which is what I just said, which is, goals in life should be organic. This is not like a one-time thing that you do. I'm going to review this every single day. It's here, it's on the wall, it's in front of me now. You want to do this every single day. As you're working and as you're reviewing and as you're building your own life. The second thing is, the reason I'm doing this way is because visual is memorable. I'm putting colors in here. I have my categories of life mapped out. I have these things that represent, they ignite some emotion, right? So when I'm writing stuff down that is emotional, I want to be emotionally engaged. So putting that color out here, giving it something that's here is great, because you know what? Technology is wonderful. It's great to have a computer and put all this stuff in, a time management thing, Outlook, whatever. But the bottom line is, where is it then when you're not staring at your computer, right? There's nothing in your environment. I'm going to go home and put all this stuff on my wall in my office so that I can see it. I peel the months off the wall, a month at a time. We want to have this be dynamic. We want to have it be emotional. We want to have it be something that's in front of us. So it's always in our unconscious mind, programming us back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So this should be organic, not a one-time thing, so we can really be emotionally invested, right? You really want to put the recipe together for that chili. The second thing is that visual is memorable. So we want to be able to really see it and hear it and feel it and have that kinesthetic experience. They say you'll remember things 20% more just by the physical act of writing it out. And when you add the colors and all that stuff in, it just helps create those pictures in your mind of everything that's there. And then the third point that I want to say is really that, you know what, if you're not consistently checking in and managing your life, you're not going to have one. Right? If you don't consistently check in and manage your money for retirement or whatever, you're not going to have any money for retirement. Anything in life that you want to have with your health, if you're not consistently checking in and managing your growth and your eating and those things, I'm not saying you need to be absolutely critically anally meticulous or whatever with counting calories or things, but we have to have a way to consistently check in. And when it's visual and when it's organic, it helps us do that, and it keeps us excited, emotionally associated in there. So I'm gonna do the time lapse here real quick, and I'm gonna explain what I did, and we'll see you back in just a minute. All right, hey everybody, welcome back. So you can see what I did. Let me tell you what I did. So the first thing is I stuck all of my categories of improvement on the wall, right, with the poster board, and I put up all the calendar dates, right? These are going on my wall in the office. When I go home, or I'll transfer them to a new one. If they get too sloppy, I may have to transfer them because they'll be super sloppy. But basically, I'm going to stack these every single day. So basically, if you want to follow along, it's really simple. In a notepad or put something on the wall yourself, basically all I did was two simple things today. The first step was I prepared, right? Prepared the environment where I'm going to be putting my focus in every single day. The second thing is I defined my categories of improvement. Now, everybody's life, generally speaking, has 6 categories of improvement. You have your career, physical health, relationships, career, did I say that? Career, health, relationships, finances, your spiritual life, and your emotional health, right? I put those together and I pared them down into 4. So my career and my finances are the exact same one because I'm a small business owner. My spiritual and my emotional health, I put in the same one as well because I think they're really connected for me. So that condenses that. And I just have relationships in my physical health. So what I'm doing, you'll see, or what you saw that I was doing, kind of staring, whatever, is I was just writing down my values. I was just taking a little bit of time and just relaxing and just saying, asking the question, what's really important to me in each one of these areas of my life. And then you'll see in green, I had a moment of epiphany, right? Being organic, like I said, goals should be organic. So I did write the purpose of my life in there. From the Tony Robbins Stay with Destiny program, I get the purpose of my life, which is the purpose of my life is to continue to nurture myself and grow and create positive change in the world. The seminar was Blanket the World with My Love, but I changed it to create positive change in the world because I like that a little bit better. But whichever way you do it, I put my purpose in there, so I have a higher level purpose and then what I'm going to build and create in all 4 of the areas of my life. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, I know that you know, but I love to talk about this, just like a great Hardy Boys book I used to read my son Nicholas all the time. And every chapter ends with a bang, right? So my life is that way. I want every chapter of my life. This will be my 54th chapter of my life next year. And I want my book to continue to be a good read. I want it to be a triumph and not a tragedy, right? So that's what I did. So if you want to follow along, it's really simple. Just if you have your purpose of your life or really what life is all about, great. If you don't know what it is, it's learning and loving enough. Notice it's not making enough money. It's learning and loving from an emotional standpoint. At least that's what some people say. Make money, but learn and love. You make the most money by learning and loving, or whatever. Anyway, so little tangent squirrel. And then go ahead and define the categories of your life: health, relationships, finances, career, spiritual, and emotional health. Define those categories that work for you there. If you had some different ones, great, but make those categories that work for you. And then just start to ask the question and brainstorm, hey, what's most important to me in life? And just start throwing it up there. You'll see some of them I underlined again. That's because they keep coming up. So take care. Have an awesome day. We'll catch you tomorrow for day 2 out of 5 because we're going to do this every single day. I'm going to bring this to you. And we'll talk to you soon. Keep running your race. And, of course, as always, be outstanding.